Hey, how you doing, family? This is Mike Robinson. Thank you for uh, clicking this video to watch it, to hopefully get some valuable information about uh, this awesome company, 7K Metals. And first, before I start, let me just thank all of my newest subscribers. Although I'm not attempting to build a subscriber base, um, I'm not limiting God. So again, I thank all of you new subscribers for joining the channel. Uh, I humbly appreciate you supporting me. What I'm trying to do is in as far as getting the word out about this awesome membership and this awesome company. So with that said, thank you. Um, so as you can see here, and some people may be new to my message, and I'm gonna try to keep this short, I promise. Um, and trying to change the delivery. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy it. So anyway, as you can see, we have 5 countries that we're operating in right now, from left to right: United States, Canada, England, Australia, and Singapore. So if you know people in these countries, you can uh, let them know that there's an opportunity for them to build um, a new security in their family based on physical metals. So anyway, let me log in real quick because as you can see from the title, I want to talk about um, my upline. Okay, and let me just do this for. Oh, here we go. See, I'm trying to do it off memory, and I'm old, right? So wait, let me see. Okay, all right. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is my upline, and let me just go to the home page. Uh, awesome coin right here. But let me not get distracted. So, you know, I'm on a mission to basically um, dispel all of the myths that people have about direct sales slash multi-level marketing slash affiliate marketing, whatever you want to call it. It's relationship building with people, right? When you think you have something good to offer, right? That's basically what it is. And on the flip side of that, you hope that by providing information or your service, that it will provide for you and your family the value that you want from your efforts, okay? Whether it be monetary or otherwise, okay? So in the past, my experience has always been, and I've been doing this. My first experience with multi-level marketing was when I was in college, um, back in 1970, 1980, 1980, and it was the big A. Okay, so there was nothing like what you have today, and that's what this is going to be about. And if you want a video, I'm not, like I said, I'm not into the analytics of YouTube. I'm not, looking to do uh, any measured um, time in which to deliver what I have to say. So if I ramble on, if you think I'm rambling on, there's a point to why I'm saying what I'm saying. Because what I'm trying to teach people is the simplicity of this business, and in the simplicity of this business, sometimes you have to overstand before you understand. So anyway, when I was in Amway, the big A, okay, back in college in 1980, um, there was no technology like there is today. Everything was handwritten. Tracking your downline was all handwritten with forms. Uh, it would seem archaic to today's standard, right? So when people look at this opportunity, and they think that this is, their fathers or their older siblings' MLM experience, or they think that this is, something their aunt did or their grandmother did back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know, even 20 years ago in the year 2000, the turn of the century, you know, multi online opportunities were nowhere where they are today, and my point to a lot of people is that it was very, very important um, to have strong leadership um, as a sponsor back then, more so than it's important today. Now, I'm not saying a good upline, strong upline, phenomenal leadership above you is not important. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that a lot of people look at opportunities like 7K Meadows and they're shopping around for sponsors. They're shopping around for leaders. Whose business should I get into, right? Who's going to pour the most spillover into my downline? Because I really don't have belief in myself. I really don't have belief in this company, right? So who's the upline I want to get underneath, right? Who's got the most exposure? Who's showing the most? Who's talking the most, right? Instead of looking inside and saying, let me analytically look at this business opportunity. Look at the bones, right? Like you look at a house when you purchase a house, right? When I purchased the house my children grew up in, okay? I was not I was more concerned with not who the builder was. I was concerned with the bones of the house. When I went through with my inspector to do the inspection on the house, were the bones of the house something that I could build on, right? And that's what you're looking at with this business opportunity, not necessarily who your upline is, right? Yes, it's important that I'm your upline, right? Because I'm gonna pour into you, right? If you listen to any of my videos, you see that. I freely give, right? I'm gonna tell you exactly how I'm building mine, right? Now I'm building mine with a deep, deep taproot, right? I'm not gonna get into that in this video, but when I like popcorn start popping, people are gonna sit back and say, "Wow," okay? And I'm not boasting, I'm not bragging. I'm just taking a different uh, methodology about building this opportunity because I've been around the block a few times, right? So I had to kick these tires a lot, right? I had to call customer service, not call, but I've sent several emails. And I have a video about that in the beginning where I sent customer service emails and they got back to me instantly almost, right? I mean, faster than I've ever seen any opportunities customer service people get back to me before, right? And satisfactorily, right? But again, let me not digress. So the upline um, is not as important today, and I'm going to show you why in this video, right? At the end of the video, I'm going to insert a clip from a recent virtual regional we had. Um, awesome regional, powerful regional. Um, and I'm going to insert a segment where we had two types of leaders. We have two types of leaders in the company. And one of the other points I want to point out is that you're gonna find a myriad of leaders in this company. None are better or worse than the other. We're all trying to do our best at spreading the message of 7K Metals. That's all we're doing. You know, it's all numbers, right? You can reach any level in this opportunity based on what I'm about to show you in the next couple of minutes, right? This is why I say that it doesn't necessarily depend on the upline. It's instrumental, yes, but you can become, right? You can become presidential gold in this company just by plugging into the system I'm about to show you. What am I talking about? Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to the dashboard, right? And I'm not gonna, you see how I just did that, right? So I'm not gonna belabor that, right? So we go to the dashboard, and this is available to everybody, right? This is available to everybody that plugs in to the program, right? To the membership, right? You all get a website, right? Exactly like this, right? Let's go to training. which is available to everybody, right? Everybody in my downline, everybody in my upline's downline. So before I go on, right? Because what are we, 10 minutes in? All right, let me get back to my upline, right? So I get into this opportunity 2 years ago, right? And I watched somebody who, okay, I promise you this person is an influential online marketer. This person knows people who are 7 and 8 figure earners. This person has moved in circles um, that many of us are aspiring to. Okay, 7K knows this person, right? Very personally, um, and I'm being vague on purpose, right? Because the point I want to make is that although I had dealt with this person in other opportunities that have come and gone, right? So when I signed up under his link, I did it more so because of the relationship. I knew what type of person this person was. But here's the kicker, right? Here's the kicker, and this is what I'm trying to drive home in this video. From the time, and this is not a dig, okay? I want to make this clear. This is not a negative on this individual, right? But what I think happened is that this person's downline grew so quickly, and because of the dynamics of this compensation plan, this person came into so much currency and so much affluence via the physical gold and silver side of the equation that there was no need for him to market. Wow, I gave up the sex. Okay, there was no need for them to market, right? Because they had a Rolodex, right? Right? And if you know anything about marketing, right, it's really in the Rolodex. I say Rolodex. It's in your email marketing list, right? That shows how old I am. I'm still talking Rolodex. So it's in your email marketing list, right? And professional marketers like this person is, they have email marketing lists. I mean, deep lists, right? So when they come across opportunities like this that are real, right, are real, and they turn their list on to an opportunity like this, you only need a percentage of your list to be at the top level of this company, right? So and we're seeing more of that now because we're seeing teams start to join 7K medals where they had only success at the foam of the team, right? Those who are at the top, right? Those of the leaders who had email marketing list or had some, persuasive manner about themselves that they could get people to galvanize and follow them, right? They're the ones that always have the success. They're the ones that always show up on the internet offering something, right? In the past, now 7K Metals doesn't do this, right? Not to my knowledge. They don't do this, right? But in the past, there have been practices. Now, not all companies, but some companies would you would recruit leaders from other companies, right? You'd give them certain parachutes and certain bonuses and et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to get into that, all right? But we don't do that here, right? But this individual who I signed up underneath, right? He had a list. So what I'm thinking happened is he got wealthy so quickly because I saw links of people like he moved a membership to his kids. He moved a membership to his wife, right? So like I've been trying to teach, right, people in my community what this is really all about, right? Everybody you move a membership to, right, you can look at as a branch, right? I don't want to give too much away because those are trainings for my team, but you can look at them as a branch. It's an extension of yourself. If you're the bank, what does bank look to do, right? Bank looks to expand, right? Market cap is through expansion of bank branches, right? So the more memberships you move, right? Because that's all we're doing. I'm not selling anything to anybody. You want to buy a membership, you buy a membership, right? You want to bless your household, you bless your household. I can't stop you, right? I hope that you buy a membership through me, right? But that's all we're doing, right? So anyway, so my sponsor and I have never talked from the time that I signed up. And I have no bones about that. I have no problem with it because I understand the economics that are going on here, right? I know what kind of volume this person has underneath them. And this marketing plan, this compensation plan pays infinite levels deep up. So from the bottom of your organization up is how the calculation flows. So everybody benefits from everybody's actions. I've this is I can't tell you how powerful that is. When you really wrap your brain around what's going on here, you lose sleep. You lose sleep because when you start to understand that there's a new payment rail, right? That's a word I've been throwing around. I haven't even heard 7K using it. Hopefully they'll use it in their commercials because that's what it is, right? It's the new PayPal, it's the new Venmo, right? It's the new Cash App, and it's better than all of them, right? Because why? Not because I say so, but because it's anchored in physical metal. There's a direct correlation between what's in my Sound Money wallet and what they have in the physical vault. Direct correlation. No, there's no apothecation here. Hypothecation, I believe is the word. Right? There's no paper manipulation going on here. Right? So whatever's in any of our wallets who own a Sound Money wallet, that's what's in their vault. It's back 1-to-1. Right? And, verified by Lloyd's of London. Right? So, yeah, this is not your grandfather's or your uncle's opportunity. And really, you don't need anybody but you to be serious about this to change your family's life forever. Talking about your children and your children's children and their children. Okay, hopefully. I hope this company is around for 100 years, right? So here's why, right? I'm so sure of that, right? Because everybody has the same training center in the back, right? Now, as you can see, you click back here and it's personalized, right? So it would have your name here. We have a file vault, right? Click file vault. This is, again, available to every member, right? As you can see here, we have all of our official, right? All of our official skins, documents, PDFs, that we can use to build our business. They're all back there, right? Right? And where you would tell somebody. See, this is why you really don't have to run your mouth with this business, right? That's why you don't see, well, I don't bother, uh, looking really to see what other people are putting on the internet. But, you know, there's no need to be running your mouth a lot with this opportunity because it's all back here. You tell somebody to go to the training center and click start training. What do they come up with? Building your business. You tell them to go from left to right. Click this. Onboarding. It takes you through in a video, professionally done. How to onboard, how to set up your back office, yada, 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 right? Click the next one, maximizing the 7K wealth system. It takes you through it in video form. You can watch it in your pajamas with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, right? Quick start training, same thing. All of our corporate Zoom calls, right? So there's no excuse for you not to understand the culture here, right? Because all you have to do is go in your back office, right? Go to the training from your dashboard. Right? These are the steps that you just saw me do in the video. And from the training, right, you go here. Right? And these are all the corporate calls dating back to 9/16 of 2019, right? And I got in roughly a year before this. So when I got in, they didn't even have this in place, right? So that shows you the growth, right? But all And I haven't watched the ones that I haven't watched are the ones that I was on personally. Okay, so just so you know, I'm plugged in, right? They do know my name. They do know who I am, and they're watching, right? And that's cool. I like that, right? Because it gives me a sense of I want to show them that I'm somebody that they could be proud of, that's representing their dream, their baby, right? So yeah, I want to show them that I'm another leader that they can uh, they can call to, um, that's building this business properly, and I'm one of those leaders that's taking his time, um, because the people who I'm talking to about this opportunity, um, I truly love, you know, and that's the God love, eros, right? So um, yeah, so it's all back here, right? It's all back here. So there is no excuse for anybody, right? You could do this, right? Any time of the day, anytime you have internet access, right? Um, Certifications, right? No certifications, but there are courses, free courses that you can take back here, certifications that you can get. If you watch a video, notes are recorded. See, this is I watched the onboarding video 9/1/19 at 3:47 a.m. Love the video quality and the training interaction, uh, and that will be there uh, forever. All right, so yeah, so I guess I'm saying all of this to say, um, let me go back to here. So I'm saying this to say, um, this business is so complete, um, that for you to fail would only point out that you didn't try. You cannot get into this business, and I'm going to do a video um, very soon because I've been getting so many video ideas, family. Because for me, it's all about the message. I mean, it's all about, again, I'm not looking to be a superstar. Um, all I'm looking to do is just help somebody uh, fish the way I'm fishing. And this is feeling so good. This is feeling so good because I know that everything that I build here, and it doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as I'm still breathing, I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna be able to leave all of this to my children, and from there with instruction as to how to further grow it for my children's children. So, um, yeah, the upline uh, is important, um, but there are all types of uplines in this business. So for you to go hunting for one, it's not the right attitude to have. If you come across a video and it strikes you, if you came across my video and mine is the first that you've come across about 7K metals, you know, link arms with me. Link arms with me. Because in the long run, it's all about you. It's not about me. I could bring a horse to the water, to the trough, but I can't force the horse to drink. I could bring you to 7K medals, but I can't, I mean, I could drop people in your downline, right? And create the level of associate for you, right? But I'm not going to continue to build that to where it's going to really be beneficial for your family. You have to do that, right? You have to do that. And I'm going to give you a pearl. I'm going to give you a pearl. Here's a pearl. This is a business engine, right? This is a business model, a currency engine that's based on, right? This is my belief, self-fulfilling prophecy. right? The power of self-fulfilling prophecy, right? I believe that simply by the action of buying a membership and plugging into less than a handful of practices with this business, okay, let's call it out, right? First one is to join, right? You cannot see any of the benefit of this membership unless you join, period, point blank. Two, right? Plug into autosaver. That's the lifeblood of this business. What is autosaver? That's receiving God's money on a monthly basis on automatic, period, point blank, right? Number three, right? I would hope that you would plug into my weekly webinar. It's not even a webinar. It's more of a hangout where we celebrate people's accomplishments, their level ups, we strategize, like all the other teams are doing, and we make it happen. Okay. Four, right? Plug into the weekly uh, founders and CEO webinar. That's right after my weekly webinar, and I did that on purpose. I put my webinar on Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 7K webinar happens. So that between that time period, you eat, you do whatever you need to do with your family, and then you jump back on. And I've looked at this, and basically in less than 3 hours, you can build a seven-figure business. Okay, so we're up to number four. Okay, so that four is the 7K meeting at 10 p.m. Eastern. Now, none of these things are difficult, right? None of what I've just mentioned, those four actions are not, none of them are difficult, right? And you're already receiving wealth, right? Because the autosaver is wealth, physical wealth, right? It's not, we know, lotions, potions, documents, PDFs, you know, digital, you know, product, none of that. It's physical, right? Physical, physical metal, God's money, right? That's what you're getting on a monthly basis, right? And the fifth thing, and here's what it, here it is, right? It's just share those duplicatable actions with somebody else. Move a membership, right? Now, that's it. You do those five things and you can't help but activate self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You can't help but activate wealth in your family. But you have to take action, right? Now, the next video I'm about to do, oh, I expect some people to get bent out of shape because, you know, I don't have to sell this. I can get wealthy right here, you know, and I'm not trying to turn people off, but I want you people to understand what's going on here. The reason why you don't hear the same hype on the internet about 7K is because nobody in 7K has to blow this up and hype it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to, why should I have to beg anybody to buy, you know, silver and gold? That's the ludicrousness of all of what I've been dealing with for the past 2 years. Like I'm trying to beg people to buy silver and gold. What are you, crazy? Tell me a time in your family when anybody in your family, I'm talking about the people in my community, you know, put you on to where you can get silver and gold, right? And up until now, it's still delivered to your house monthly, right? But they're about to, you know, make it available for us to have this stored in our private vaults. So I won't have to receive the metal at my house anymore. That's coming. That's coming in 2021. I could taste it, right? They've already talked about it, right? That's what the other side of the whole sound money program is about, right? One side is a wallet, right, where you can move currency in and out of assets, gold, silver, and cash, right, and spend it in real time, right? Or have it moved back to your legacy bank, right? Chase, City, Bank of America, Wells, whoever, right? But the private vault side is where we'll be able to store our numismatics and our precious metals, right? Those exotics, right? So, you know, when if you had that ability to share with anybody in your family, before. And to couple that with the fact that, within a matter of weeks, people in this business now have figured out the numbers, to put thousands in people's lives in a matter of days. Days. People are going silver in days, 14 days, 16 days. Because people are getting the numbers, they're seeing the numbers, and they're seeing the legitimacy of this opportunity. So what's your excuse? But yeah, the next video is, yeah, I'm coming. Ain't nobody called for me, but I'm coming. So yeah, because I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And when you go on the founders call on Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you watch and you listen to Jason Offman, you know, and you listen to you know Blake Davis, and you listen to these guys, and you hear the authenticity in their voices, you know, and then we get to hear from the other founders on occasion, Josh Anderson, you know, and you hear the authenticity and their mission and why they built the company. You hear from Roger Ball and how he looks at these grown men with families and children and looks at them like sons. You understand what's going on. This is a movement. This is a movement, and yeah. So listen, I hope that I've brought value. I know I've been talking a long time, we're almost 32 minutes in, but I'm just trying to help people understand the simplicity, and the only thing stopping you from being successful is you making a decision to push a button and reallocate. See, I got people all around me talking about, see, I don't want to give up the next video. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you love me back. And if you don't, it's okay. Nobody's ever gonna, always love you. So for those, I still pray for you. And listen, uh, I believe what I believe. You believe what you believe. This is my channel, so I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. Hopefully, none of what I do talk about puts you off. Um, but listen, everything that people say to me, I don't always agree with, but that doesn't make them a bad person, right? So, listen, God bless you. Peace. May heaven smile on you and your family. And listen, join me. Join me. This is the perfect opportunity for what we're dealing with, at least in America. Um, we're getting ready to go on lockdown. I live in the tri-state area in Westchester, New York, and um, they're getting ready to lock it down. So for you to be able to, anybody who's listening to my voice, right, for you to be able to create income for your family while you're on lockdown at home, right? We, especially if you can't do your job from home. Like I have a lot of brothers and sisters. I'm sorry I'm digressing a little bit, but I have a lot of brothers and sisters from transit, right? I'm a retired transit worker, right? I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Conductor, right? Retired transit worker, conductor. Uh, so what's up to any of my MTA workers uh, who might be listening to my voice? RTO is the department I come from, and I worry about them. I worry about them because they're in the thick of it. I went through a lot of things. 9/11 survivor. I was there. I experienced 9/11 firsthand from a conductor's um, perspective. Um, those mental scars will never go away. And so my compadres right now, my fellow transit workers are dealing with the ravages of COVID. And they have to be in the public. Um, so to hear recently on the news that they're getting ready to lay off transit workers, I was just talking to somebody the other day. Transit workers are the canary in the coal mine. Transit workers I've never in my time when I was with transit, you know, 30 years, 25 active, now 5 retired. Never, ever talks of layoffs. Never. So for them to be talking about layoffs now, that's not good. It's not a good look. Not a good look. So if you're a transit worker and you're listening to me right now, reach out to me. Work with Michael Robinson at gmail.com. Email me. Let's talk. It's a simple process. It's not painful to get involved here. You're not going to get hurt. See, that's one thing that's, I think, a common message that's going around with 7K and the leadership is we're trying to get out, to anybody that listens to us. You're not going to get hurt here. That's not what this is about. This is about restoration. Restoration. That's what this is about, restoration. Okay? All right? Giving back to people who've been stripped of a lot. That's what this is about. Giving back to, right? Leveling the scales of injustice, right? I'm a Libra, right? Say what you want about the zodiac, but I like dealing and working with people who are into leveling injustice, right? Making it more just of a world, right? Allow some affluence to really be experienced by people who wouldn't normally be able to experience. Powered by gold and silver, a lifestyle powered by gold and silver. That has not been afforded to people, blue collar, before. Not like this. Not like this. Anyway, people, God bless you. Peace. I'm out.
Family, and you guys have made me feel so welcome. I'm loving it. I'm loving this journey. There's real, integrity here. That's what I really love. And when I looked at 7K, I just knew that I needed a place to get gold. I needed a place to get silver, right? I knew people were looking for a real opportunity to be able to secure their financial future with the power of, what we call sound money, gold and silver, precious metals. And it's exciting because we know where the world is, and we know that we have the solution that everybody needs. It's a legacy company, and I get excited. I get excited.
So you talk about you needed to get access to gold and silver.
Yeah.
Tell these guys the very first thing, when you saw me at the home office, what was the very first thing you said to me?
I need to see some gold and see some silver.
I need to see some gold and I need to see some silver.
Yeah, I mean, I have, there are companies where they say they have something or, and they don't. And, people want to know that it's real. They want to know that's real. So I had to come to see that it was real because a lot of people listen to me and they follow me and they value my word and my opinion. And so I had to see it for myself. And it's 100% legit. And I thank God that I'm in this position and here with all of you all and on this journey to change millions of lives with this company.
And I think that's a big thing. You guys, I want you to listen to this. This is a big thing. There are companies out there, he just said it, that say they have it, but they don't have it. Yeah. How big is that? They say they have gold and silver backing their crypto or their, they say they've got this paper silver or paper gold, right?
Yeah.
But you heard Josh earlier today. He talked about, that's the old days, right?
Right.
They're putting it on paper. They're maybe fractionalizing it.
Yeah.
There's a difference here, and you saw it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
What's happening in sound money?
Oh, I mean, it's revolutionary. I mean, this is what, most people that I talk to, they're excited about sound money. They're like, this is it. This is a game changer. This is next level. When you can have, a wallet that the value of it adjusts to the market price of physical gold and silver. And, people say, well, what do I do with the gold once I get it? How do I sell it? And you can do that instantaneously now. And then have the surety that, the gold is there and it's audited and it's fully insured. This is what people want. They want that insurety that they're dealing with something legitimate. People have tried and done a lot of different things, and they just want to find somewhere they can call home, that they can trust, and they know that they're working with, a good team, of a good company. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, I want to hear from both of you really quick because we got Sound Money Wallet, and then we got these, Miles Standish exclusive rare coins. We've got now a new variety coin.
Yeah.
that is exclusive to 7K members. We've got our standard auto saver that's, you know, exclusive 7K labels. What do you guys see in the future? What do you guys see? Where do you guys see yourself going with this company?
I'll let what they say, step out of the way of greatness, I guess.
Well, what I see going with 7K Metals is this: being a student of the industry over the last 16 years, one of the things I found to be true in what we call legacy companies in network marketing is that they all have 4 components in place, and we have those 4 here at 7K Metals. Meaning this: the first component is that they have the right ownership group. They have people that not only have the means to put the things in place, the financial deal, but they have the vision, because we know my favorite book of all time said that without a vision, the people will perish. And so we have that here with the 4 co-founders at 7K Metals. And the second component that we have here, when you look at legacy companies, that's 100 million, a billion, 10 billion, an Amway case as much as 15 billion a year. The second component that we have here at 7K Metals is you have the right leadership in the field, because as great and as magnificent as the co-founders are, they don't build the field. So you got to have the right leaders that'll create an environment that's conducive to everybody winning, and we have some amazing leaders. I mean, not just the goals and executive goals and the silvers. We have some amazing associates that's in this company. We have some amazing unranked people that are in this company. So we have that environment that's conducive to everybody winning. And the third component, again, as great as the ownership group is, as great as the leaders in the field is, to have a legacy company, the third component, you have to have a product or service that appeals to the masses. Because the old saying is true: in order to dine with the classes, you have to cater to the masses. And so we have that in place. When we talk about one of the most desirable products on the planet, physical gold and silver, I mean, it's second to none, ladies and gentlemen. And so we finally have a product that I don't have to be embarrassed to talk to my mom about. I don't have to be embarrassed to talk to my dad about. You know, I don't have to slip a note to somebody about. I mean, that's what we have here at 7K Metals. So we have the product, and then last but not least, to have a compensation plan that rewards not just a select few, but the masses. I mean, probably the greatest testimony we have, and I remember Roger sharing a vision several years ago. You know, the fact that I have thousands of people that have made money here that have never made money before in their market. To me, that's huge, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact of the matter, I remember Roger saying, and we're starting to see that right now, that his vision, his ultimate goal is to have a convention where that's 5,000, 10,000 people at the convention, and then to have everybody stand up that have at least made a check, and 95% of people, 95% of the room stands up. And then he said, remain standing if you earn a commission every single month, and you still have 70% of the room standing up. I mean, that's what this thing is all about. These guys are about making a difference, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, and that's the truth of the matter. I mean, the bottom line is this, you know, one of the things I know to be true about these co-founders, and for those who've never met them before, is this. I know 4 things about these guys that maybe you don't know. Number 1, they want to make a difference. Number 2, they want to make a difference with somebody else who's also making a difference. Number 3, they want to make a difference with someone who's making a difference, doing something that makes a difference. And number 4, and most importantly, is this, and that's what we're seeing today. Number 1, they want to make a difference with someone else who's making a difference, doing something that makes a difference at a time where it makes the most difference. That's what we have here at 7K Metals. So that's why I'm passionate about it. I know in the next couple of years, this will be a household name, what we have our hands on 7K Metals, and I'm just glad to be a part of it, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome.
Love it. Ricardo?
Well, I don't know how you come to that. I mean, he put it together so perfectly, and I agree. And you know, I had the pleasure of sitting down with Mr. Roger Ball and getting some of the insight of where the ideas and the company where this is going. It's truly, it's just going to be something that the world has never seen before, and it's going to be one of the greatest things that the world has ever had. You know, this company and where we're going. And it's as good as gold, you know, as you say, it's not as good as gold, it is gold, you know, and that's what we have with this opportunity. It's as good as gold, it is gold, with real, genuine people and integrity. I love it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I guess our next event What rank are we going to be up here on stage with, right?
Well, presidential and whatever's after. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You guys see the passion here. These guys are fired up about this company, and there's a reason why. And we got to listen up. This is what the world is looking for. Okay? We're looking for companies that have real products, real foundations that are built to last. You guys are bought in, and we're bought in with you, and we're going to support you guys. Okay? We're bought in with all of you. Whether you're an associate now and wanting to get here as a gold, okay, we're bought in with you. We'll help you. I would listen to these guys and see how much time they actually spend on their business, because they've gone all in. They've jumped in the swimming pool. They're doing this business every day. They're not just tipping their toe in there. They've jumped in and they're swimming, and they're making a difference. So we want to thank you guys. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, and I got to finish this. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Mike Tharp. One thing about the family is a team. So it's you see me up here, and you might you see Ron, but it's the team. It's the organization, and even people who are watching on Zoom. Some people like Eunice Herron or Heber Benson. A lot of people on the team that love helping people, and that's what makes this business and this company so fantastic, because it's real people that really love to help people. And like Tony Robbins said in that video, if you help people, you're gonna get what you want, or as we know, and so I had to say that. I had to say thank
Perfect.
you. Yeah,
Perfect.
Awesome.
And the biggest thing is there is plenty to go around, you guys. There's not a scarcity mentality. There is plenty to go around, and we want to bless millions of lives. Don't ever forget that. So, guys, let's give a big round of applause for Gold Associates, Tony Hubbard, and Ricardo Hamilton.
All right.